December 30th, 2013. In an international television news broadcast, former Canadian Minister of National Defence, Paul Hellyer, makes an astonishing statement. He claims to have knowledge that extraterrestrials are visiting Earth.
Why do you say that UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying over our heads?
Well, because I know that they are. And they've been visiting this planet for thousands of years. And there is what is called a federation of these people, and they have rules.
The interview sent shockwaves through the media. Viewers questioned why a high-level official would make such an announcement.
Paul Hellyer first came forward in 2005, but it wasn't until January of 2014 that his story truly went viral.
That gave me the dubious distinction of being the first person of cabinet rank in the G8 group of countries who ever said categorically, without reservation, UFOs are real, and you have to accept them as being real. This is difficult territory, but I understand there's a federation that is monitoring us most closely and keeping tabs on us.
Could there be truth to Hellyer's statements? Is it possible that there is a galactic federation of extraterrestrials overseeing Earth? But if so, what is the evidence behind such astounding claims? Edgewood Arsenal, Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, 1952. As part of a secret government program termed Project Penguin, medical doctor and psychiatrist Andrea Puharich set up a special laboratory where psychics and military personnel gathered to investigate psychological manipulation and hallucinogenic drugs. Perhaps one of the most compelling and controversial aspects of Puharich's research was channeling, which involved making contact with non-physical beings through the use of psychics.
It's very important that we understand that this was a serious scientific endeavor. No candles or holy water, any of that was used. Puharich used a Faraday cage, a copper room that was specially insulated according to US naval standards. It would prohibit mid-level electromagnetic waves and electrostatic. In this Faraday cage, individuals would relax and allow the mind over matter signal to take place.
In December 1952, Puharich invited Hindu mystic and doctor D.G. Vinod to one of these channeling sessions. During the experiment, Vinod went into a deep trance and made contact with a group of entities called the Nine.
At the very beginning, they just announced themselves as 9 principles of the universe. Well, that's pretty big to start with. But nevertheless, they said they were extraterrestrials. They were forces from beyond.
The 9 said that they were an eternal presence, that they had been watching humanity from the very beginning, and that they were gods, guides, and this was what particularly interested Puharich, the idea that if they are gods, they of course have wisdom, and Puharich wanted to ask for guidance. The 9 came up with a number of different messages involving their being guardians for the human race, creators even.
Puharich, he said, "What is your name? Who are you?" And that was the great revelation, because the being said, "I am Atum." And Atum was the great father god of ancient Egypt, and introducing not only the 9 principles, but the 9 great gods, or the Ennead of ancient Egypt.
Is it possible that Puharich actually made contact with the 9 great gods of Egypt? Could this be evidence of a long-standing federation of extraterrestrials overseeing earthly affairs?